Greetings and welcome everyone to DLC Quest. DLC Quest is an indie platformer that just recently came out on Steam, and it comes with two little games. I'll show you basically. It comes with DLC Quest and Live Freemium or Die. Now normally before the game came out on Steam it only had DLC Quest, but now it has Live Freemium or Die, so you can go play both of those, which is really good. Adds more value for your money, which is, you know, always nice, which is funny since that's kind of the opposite of what DLC Quest does, and it parries whatever. Anyway, DLC Quest is a platformer parody of DLC, and before we get started into the gameplay, we want to take a look at the options menu. Now, the options menu is, okay, it has a little, you can change the music volume, and I love that, and you can also change the sound effects volume. Controls, the keyboard controls are remappable now. It doesn't use the mouse at all, and that's fine. It's a platformer, since you really don't need to use a mouse for a platformer, so I'm going to give that a pass. And gamepad is alright, but it doesn't allow you to remap the gamepad controls, which is a bit odd. I'm not a big fan of that, but whatever. Graphics-wise, it's not that much at all, since it's a very simplistic-looking game. There really isn't that much to turn off. Maybe like the drop shadow, but I don't really think that would do that much in terms of changing the performance. Maybe it would a little bit, but I don't know. So yeah, there isn't that much to turn on or off, since there isn't that much to begin with. It's a very simplistic game. Not a bad game, it's a very simplistic game. Also, there's a little show timer thing, which is kind of neat, so we'll keep that timer on, I think, just because it's kind of cool. So when it hits 15, I'll probably end it. There are also awardments, otherwise known as achievements, which you can get for basically just doing random stuff. Same goes for leaderboards, which is pretty neato. Just basically, they're just online leaderboards, you know, the basic stuff. Now, let's get the game started. 30 seconds into the game, and we've already established the entire plot. Welcome to the DLC quest. You might notice some missing features, like animation, sound, and moving to the left. Nothing a little DLC can't solve. Talk to the shopkeep. Okay. Now, basically... Oh, wait. Yeah, you can't turn to the left. That is weird. So, basically, this game is just a big parody of games, basically. Let's talk to this guy. The bad guy just stole the Princess MacGuffin. You have to rescue her. Also, he murdered your uncle. You must get revenge. I think he might have peed in the town's water supply too. That seems a bit less important now. Buy some DLC and get going. You'll need it. Okay, so we can purchase the animation pack, audio pack, and movement pack, and pause menu. But unfortunately, we're too poor, so we can only purchase the movement pack. So let's just purchase that. Actually, I don't think I have any. Oh, right. The audio pack isn't on, so we can't hear anything. Okay, yeah, that's... Oh, no, not back for more DLC. I need to go get some more coins. So, you don't actually purchase any DLC. You just... Well, you do, but it's only with in-game currency. So, like, these little coins right here, this is what you use to purchase all the DLC with. So, there's no real money that you have to spend. And there's Horse Armor, which is great. It's a parody of Oblivion. Bethesda, who released DLC for Oblivion, which was basically... Well, not basically. It was just Horse Armor, and it's now known as the definitive thing for bad DLC. So if you're like, oh wow, talk about Horse Armor, basically they mean it's really bad DLC and doesn't add that much to the game. Yes, we're back for more DLC. Now we can get the animation, the audio, and the pause menu pack. So there we go. There we go, yeah, now we've got the awardments, sorry. These used to come standard. Bad guy went that way. Thick bushes can be cut down with a sword. Okay, so we want to go get a sword. And, yeah, basically this game is just a big, giant parody and, social commentary on games and how they're removing stuff that used to be standard in the games industry and replacing it with DLC just so they can nickel and dime their customers. And that's a really nice little thing. It adds a lot of stuff to the game and basically just talks about what's wrong with games. And it does that in a humorous way. Like, need a sword to chop down some bushes? Yes, the fate of the world rests on me. You'll need to sharpen it on this grindstone. About 10,000 turns should do it, I think. Alright, so we can use the grindstone to create a sword. New DLC pack available. Time is money. So basically what they're trying to do here is encourage you to purchase the DLC so that you can skip the 10,000 turns required to get your sword. Basically, it's supposed to be parodying, you know, free-to-play games, which is, you know, allows you to play for free, but in reality, they'll make you just, you know, pay for like $10,000, no, pay like $1.50 to skip like 1,000,000 hours of gameplay, and it's just ridiculous. It's created by Going Loud Studios. Follow us at We Are Going Loud, www.goingloudstudios.com. This isn't breaking your immersion, is it? Sorry. And I actually like that because it's basically playing off games that basically just, you know, have those game-breaking tutorials and stuff like that, or have those Twitter mentions in the main menus and stuff like that. Well, the main menu is a bit more forgiving in my opinion, since it's the main menu, you haven't started getting immersed into the world, but still, like, there are games which have those little tutorials which completely stop the entire game and break your immersion and stuff like that, and so basically it's parodying that, or at least I believe so. Let's talk to this guy. Yes, I'm back for more DLC. Oh, we need 20 coins. Okay, so we gotta go find some more coins so we can purchase the Time is Money pack. Otherwise, we'll have to spend 10,000 turns here just hitting the grindstone, which I actually believe you can do if you're insane. So, yeah, that's a little goofy. Please don't hurt the sheep. Shepherd. Sweet. Let's talk to this guy. I hope nobody attacks my sheep. I let them wander around freely. Hadn't even considered it. Player? Shepherd? And that's, of course, referencing the good old meme of Rex Shepherd from Mass Effect, which is just hilarious, hilarious, hilarious. Shepherd, Rex, yeah. Oops, okay, so we need 10 more coins. Damn it, I can't make this jump. This game actually controls really well for a game that isn't really about platforming. Like, this controls better than some platformers that I've played previously. So that's gotta say, that's saying a lot, considering like this game is supposed to be not that much of a platformer, as it is supposed to be just a commentary on the games industry and how they're using DLC to nickel and dime customers and, you know, remove things that were standard and basically just using it to get more money for less effort, basically. So yeah. So it's quite surprising. How the hell? Oh, I don't even know how I'm supposed to get up there. Probably need some DLC. Am I right, guys? Yes. Okay, so yeah, I really like this game just because of how it just comments on the games industry right now, and it's also funny while doing it. So it's a nice little whole, you know, it's funny and it actually has a message. So it's like, oh, this is amazing. I love it. Okay, time is money. Can't stand the grind. Purchase this pack to get 1,000 times grinding speed. There are no refunds for this item. Okay, there we go. So now we should be able to just go over to the grindstone and get our sword. There we go. Simple as. There we go, now we've got our little sword, which used to be standard. Nay. ... Nay. I agree, yeah, that's very nice. Very in-depth discussion we had about life and such. Alright, so now we can cut down this bush and go save our motivation. New DLC pack available, double jump pack. Oh, that's cool. Let's hurt this sheep. There we go. And it turns into a tombstone. Fantastic. Caution, drop. That first step was a doozy. Okay, and there are little hidden passages. Secret stash, don't touch. Ooh my. More coins for me to pick up. Oh, I missed a coin. Whoops. The freaking little text bubble hit it. Damn coins. Working for the enemy. How dare they. Alright. So yeah, this game in general actually is very funny, and it just controls really well, surprisingly, considering, like I said, it isn't supposed to be about platforming. It's not Mario, where it's just all about the platforming and that's it. No, no, no. It's all about... well, it's commentary and it's funniness. That's what it's supposed to be about, but and the gameplay is supposed to be secondary, but it controls like gameplay was the first thought, and that's actually really cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Hold on, there's a guy over here I want to talk to. Let's see what he has to say. Talk. Hi, I don't have anything relevant to say at the current time. What? I'll play an important role soon, but you don't know that yet. And that's pretty funny because basically, what it's supposed to be referencing is those types of games where, you know, they'll have this certain section like locked off or not important for the main game, and then you purchase DLC and then you're like, hey, wait a second, this was locked off in the main game, why is it open all of a sudden? And basically it's because, well, they just wanted to nickel and dime you. Like, I believe Capcom is rather guilty of doing that with their whole on-disc DLC, as well as also, like, I think it was Dead Rising 2, that was also a big offender, because there was this one section that was locked off in the main Dead Rising 2 game, then in Off the Record it was opened up, and it's a bit confusing as to why it's opened up there, and I think it's just because they wanted to keep it for DLC. Although I'm not sure, I might be mistaken on that. So don't quote me, Capcom. Don't kill me or anything like that. Just going off of what I've heard and such. Okay, so we need to pick up 100 coins to advance so we can go into the next area. Let's go see what happens in the next area. Examine, you require DLC. The forest is very dense and you will need a map to access the other side. New DLC available, map pack. Oh, great. Yeah, so like I said, this game is all just a big parody of games and how they use DLC to target people. No, not to target people, but just to nickel and dime everyone and basically just basically rob the customer. Well, not really rob, but yeah, just take money that, you know, shouldn't really be there since, well, it should have been in the main game, and it's a slippery slope of defining like what should and should not be in the game. Like, oh well, we say what should not be in the game, says the publisher, but then again it's like, well, you had that in the game, you had that already made and developed, so why isn't it in the game, considering we're paying for like up to $60, maybe even more. Like, I'm in Australia, so I pay well over that normally. So yeah, it's a bit ridiculous when they say like, oh well, it wasn't good enough or stuff like that. Like, if it's not finished and stuff like that, that's understandable. That's a legitimate reason. But if it's just like, well, you know, we didn't want to. Like, if it's on this DLC that's locked and you have to pay a code to unlock it, yeah, that's not okay in my opinion. Warning, reports of strange encounters in the area. That's pretty goofy. Dun dun dun! What was that? Whenever I encounter someone, the screen does that. Sorry. Can you let me pass? Never. You'll never outsmart me. Ha ha ha. New DLC pack available. Psychological Warfare pack. Fantastic. So basically we need that to advance, which is just great. Yeah, that's, like I said, this game is fantastic in its use of DLC and forcing you to go back and stuff like that. It's just great how yeah, I'm back for more DLC. Psychological Warfare, there we go, thank you. So we now have the Psychological Warfare pack, so we can go beat Cloud. I think that was Cloud anyway. I'm not a big Final Fantasy player, so you'll have to forgive me. Yeah, so now we can get past Cloud, or at least who I think is Cloud, and yeah, then we can finally do the Psychological Warfare. Welcome back, Cloud. Yeah, I just love... Oh, available... Is that the DLC I think it was going to say? Available only as a pre-order exclusive? Yep. Can I have it? Will you leave me alone? Deal. There we go. Now he's got the DLC or something like that, so that's cool. Alright, yeah, I just love how this game manages to both be a social commentary on games and DLC and nickel and diming customers, while also being a genuinely enjoyable game. Like, even if you don't really care about it and you don't have that much of a strong opinion on DLC and you're like, nah, whatever, I don't really care. It's just, you know, publisher's gonna publish and such. Well then, like, you can still enjoy this game. It's not limited to those who, like, only care, like, so much and have a strong opinion on DLC and stuff. No, no, no. If you just like funny games and you like cute art styles, well then this is a game for you. If you like games with a social commentary on games, which, you know, is a bit masturbatory, but, you know, it's still like a really good game, then I'd say like this is a game for you. It's pretty fantastic. I'm a filler NPC. I have nothing to contribute to the situation at hand. You're kidding, right? I don't even know how I got down here. Same here, brother. Same here. Alright, we found a little secret hidden passage area. Oh my. Oh hey, look at that. It's little coins, that's cute. So now we have like well over, I think we have more than enough coins to go to get the map pack. So that's good. Also, I think we can purchase the double jump now, which allows us to go get this little DLC pack over here. These little boxes here are DLC packs you can pick up. Once you pick them up, you get, well, you guessed it, a new DLC pack to purchase, which will give you new items. I can't jump up there near the double jump. Oh well, yeah, this game is just fantastic looking. It's got a very simplistic art style. There are like barely any shading. Like there's a little shading on the grass, but as far as, and oh, this tree actually is very detailed, huh? But as far as characters go, like they have like one shade and that's about it, and it's really pretty. I'm just like flabbergasted. Can't even comment about my opinions on how good this game looks. It's got, as a former sprite artist, I used to love working on sprites, and I could never fit in enough detail on a small enough sprite. But this character has like barely any detail, but it has so much detail at the same time, and it's really quite amazing. Really quite amazing. Back for more DLC, you know it. Map pack, don't have enough. Let's purchase a double jump then. Big spender. Hey, big spender. Alright, so yeah, this is basically being DLC quest. Like I said, it's a social commentary on games. It's a social commentary on games, and it's basically just, you know, them making fun of games and how DLC works and all that good stuff. So it's a very interesting little game. It's interesting because, you know, there's not really many games that do this type of, you know, there's not many games that do this type of commentary on other games. Like, I can only think of a few games that do this, and most of them are like really amazing, top-notch games as well, which is makes me surprised that more games don't do it. Like Spec Ops: The Line and BioShock, both fantastic games, both do a little commentary on why games are bad or how they can improve. Like BioShock is that, well, basically you shouldn't follow a giant arrow on the screen, and you should like do other stuff because, you know, it's like just following the game and doing what the game tells you to do is bad. At least I believe that's what it was trying to get across. Anyway, that's what I got from it. And Spec Ops: The Line is basically saying that, well, playing violent video games is bad and stuff like that. And this is basically saying just nickel and diming your customers is bad, and you should probably stop doing it because it's ruining the game. And it does, but unlike BioShock and Spec Ops: The Line, it does it in a much more cutesy and a much more friendly manner. Like, it's much more accessible than BioShock and Spec Ops: The Line. So, yeah, if you want a social commentary in your games, this game is for you. There's nothing plot-centric over here. The bad guy went east, remember? No, screw you, I don't have to listen to you. Hey, Hero, over here. What? My name isn't Hero. Thank goodness you came, Hero. I need your help. Wolves have been stealing children from the village. I lost my enchanted book of spells. Wait, wolves? Children? And I can't find my fishing rod. Whoa. Enchanted fishing rod? No. It's just a normal fishing rod. But it's lucky. You must rescue the children, recover the enchanted book, and find my fishing rod. You know what? No. Just no. I don't even know you. Solve your own problems. I'm busy. You see, that is exactly what I've wanted to say in, like, every game ever. Like, I always complain in games like Devil May Cry when they're like, oh my god, would you, like, they're like, oh, hey, please help me out, guy that I've just met, like, 5 seconds ago. It's like, wait, hold on, why are you making all these demands to me? It's like, do your own busy work, but I have to just because I need to follow the plot, whatever. Oh, well, it looks like we're well over the 15-minute mark according to the timer. But anyway, yes, this has been DLC Quest, and it has been a fantastic game. I just love this game so much. I realize I repeated myself a lot saying it's a social commentary on games and it's hilarious, and that's what it is. There isn't much to say except it's a good game. DLC Quest is one of the finest games I've ever played, and it's also one of the few great social commentaries on the games as a medium, which I think more games need to do. Just comment on what other games are doing and why they think they are bad or why they think are good, while also providing a fun and enjoyable experience. And that's what DLC Quest does. It provides a social commentary. It provides a social commentary on games while also being a fun and enjoyable game on itself. So you could just remove all the, you know, stuff about DLC and just, you know, get rid of that and just pretend like it didn't exist, and it would still be a good game. And but adding that stuff back in there, it makes it so much funnier, it makes it so much better, and I can't explain it. I just really like this game, man. I just really like it. You can pick it up on Steam for like, what, like a $3 or something ridiculously low price like that, and basically, yeah, buy like 7 copies of the game, because the developer, Going Loud Studios, deserves it. They are fantastic, man. They're just fantastic. And on that note, thank you for sticking around, everyone. And I talked for like nearly 2 minutes just talking about why this game is awesome. Actually, to be honest, the whole video has been pretty much why the whole game is awesome. What can I say that's bad about it? I need to say something that's bad just because, it's relatively short. I suppose that's a criticism, but it's not really, since it doesn't outlast its welcome, and it's, you know, it's priced really cheap. It's priced according to its length. Like, I played it, I was like, oh yeah, this is actually worth the money. I didn't feel like I was ripped off after it. I was like, oh, so this is $3? That's not ridiculous at all. That's perfectly reasonable for the amount of hours that I got from it. And so I just yeah, I can't think of a negative criticism for this game. Maybe, it ends? No, it's not really a criticism. It's just, It's a good game. Just go buy it. On that note, thank you for sticking around, everyone. I hope you enjoyed, and GG. It's a good game. I like this game. It's a fun game. It's a really good game. I like this game. You should probably go buy it. Have you bought it yet? You should probably go buy it.